In this video, I'm building OG Fortnite in LEGO and we'll tell the story of a LEGO minifigure ending up on a Fortnite island. Let's build! So this story starts in the room with a boy named Jack. Jack has quite a small room and he loves reading books and he has a shelf full of them. Unfortunately, his bed is quite small since they don't have a lot of money at home. To distract himself from the lack of money, Jack loves playing with his LEGO and most importantly playing Fortnite on his gaming PC. Jack has an old gaming PC which tends to lag a bit. He's been wanting to upgrade his PC for years since it keeps shutting off and the chair he uses isn't the best either. One day, as Jack was playing some Fortnite and enjoying a soda, he noticed a new game mode and had to try it. He clicked on it and saw a new message appear on the screen. Jack starts the game and when he sees the battle bus, there's a big white flash. Suddenly, he notices he's inside the battle bus of Fortnite, so let's build it. First, I built this frame with 4 yellow wheels and a roof, which can be removed. There are lights on the front and back and you can even open this back door so the minifigures can jump out. On the roof, there's a blue fire with the balloon, which I made with these white segment pieces. For the interior, there are a few chairs so all the players can sit. There are different players around Jack, and he asks the guy in the Spider-Man suit next to him what's happening, but he also doesn't have a clue. Jack asks him his name, and he tells him his name is Bob. And then, after they decide they want to team up, they suddenly hear the horn and jump out of the battle bus. Jack and Bob are going to land at Junk Junction, so that's the first location we're building. For this, I built the entrance to the junkyard by grabbing a Lego base plate and filling it with a bunch of plates. Then I added the main gate along with some fences, the lantern, and a brick wall. To top it off, I added these chains as a barbed wire since there isn't any Lego barbed wire. Jack and Bob land in front of the gate and walk in. They discover some pallets and destroy them for some wood. Then Jack notices a letter. It says they can win $3 million if they find 5 trophies scattered around the entire island. Next to the letter, there's a chest with a few bandages as well as an assault rifle with 1 bullet, which they have to save for a special occasion. Jack and Bob leave the junkyard and next up, they're visiting the haunted hills. For this, I built a mausoleum. The mausoleum itself was quite hard to design and it took me ages to design the windows since Lego's window piece doesn't look accurate enough. The roof is partially broken, just like in the game, so the minifigures can jump in, and inside we can find 2 chests. On the outside, I added 2 trees, as well as this bat statue using these cool wing pieces. Jack and Bob arrive and see 2 players fighting. One wins, so Jack hits him with his pickaxe and picks up his ammo. They go inside to loot the chest, but there are only 2 bandages, so that doesn't help much. Jack and Bob walk east and arrive at Pleasant Park. For this, I wanted to build the iconic soccer field where you might have played a match in the game. So I grabbed a green plate and built a field with 2 goals using these nets and it looks quite realistic. Now Jack and Bob can play some soccer against other players. Jack and Bob are close to Loot Lake, so let's build this next. For this, I grabbed a few green base plates and added a big lake in the middle with some grass around the edges. I built the south factory with a pier, which I tried to build as accurate to the game as possible. Jack and Bob walk over to this area, and while standing on the pier, they see an island with a chest. It's too dangerous to build their way over the water with this equipment, so Jack decides to go inside to loot some chests. They found a pistol with some ammo, which they need to use sparingly. Additionally, Bob found a chest with some utility items such as some bandages and a medkit, which is small but fun to design. Then, Jack suddenly sees a jar with a blue potion and puts it away. Just as Jack and Bob grab their stuff to build their way to the island, they hear voices outside. While looking through the window, they see a few stormtroopers. It appears that more players have decided to team up to win the prize, so Jack and Bob sneak out of the door and hide behind a few crates. Jack sees one stormtrooper standing near the water and sneaks up behind him. Then, he quickly knocks out another stormtrooper looting a chest, and now there's only 1 left. The problem is that he has an assault rifle, but they want to prevent any loud noises, so Bob lures him into the building, and Jack gets the kill. Now that the coast is clear, Jack builds a bridge and walks over to the island. Jack opens the chest and is happy to find the first trophy. 4 more and we're out of here, he thinks. There's also a rocket launcher, which might come in handy in the future. He shares the good news with Bob and they celebrate, but now they need to find the other trophies. Next up, Jack and Bob watched the movie at Risky Reels and went into the maze of the Wailing Woods but couldn't find any trophies. Suddenly, they hear the sound of a supply drop and receive a minigun. So Jack and Bob travel to the next location, which is Tomato Temple. I started by building the temple and added many plants to make it look ancient. And to top it off, I added this cursed tomato head, which really makes you have nightmares. There's a gang guarding the temple, and while looking through his binoculars, Jack sees one of the players holding a trophy. So Jack grabs the minigun and insta-kills all the players. They grab the second trophy and still have to find 3 more. So Jack and Bob travel to the Lonely Lodge, and after climbing all of those stairs, they finally found the 3rd trophy. Next up, I built the retail row fish store with a moving fish, which kinda looks weird, but it works. There's also 5 bushes in front, but wait, there's a guy bush camping. Jack and Bob are tired of walking, so they grab a shopping cart, and we all know what happens next. After that, they travel to Paradise Palms, but can only find these beds to get a tan. Unfortunately, Salty Springs, the Fatal Fields, and the Flush Factory are a dead end, and I made this toilet from the Flush Factory because I ran out of Lego pieces, but it does remind me of something. Next up, I built a house from Lucky Landing with this traditional Chinese roof and a player camping inside so Jack can practice some kung fu. But then suddenly the map is shrinking, so they run to the shifty shaft, and for this, I built a little mine with some tracks, and there's a barrel in the corner. Bob opens it and finds the 4th trophy. Only 1 more to go, Jack thinks. Next up, I built the Taco Time restaurant from Greasy Grove and even added the taco mascot on top. It just looks so cute. They look at the map and only need to go to the Tilted Towers. However, they need to hurry up because the storm is coming their way. They run towards Tilted Towers, so let's build. I want to make the iconic clock tower and a 7-story building. For the clock tower, I built a simple tower with light tan bricks, then I added the roof, and now the tower is finished. On the inside, there's a ladder, so all the players can climb up and take sniper positions to get some kills. On the other side of the street, I wanted to add this building, and yes, the layout is not too accurate to the game, but I can't build the entire city in this video, but maybe in the future. So I grabbed all the pieces and built the entire building as accurately as possible. And I also added this nice looking vending machine. And now Jack and Bob walk into Tilted Towers and notice the street is full of dead players. They despawned, so this means they weren't killed long ago. Then they hear a shot coming from the clock tower. It's Wolverine with a sniper, so Jack and Bob hide behind a brick wall and come up with a plan. Bob runs into the open and creates a distraction. Then Jack climbs the ladder and pushes Wolverine out of the tower. He searches the tower but can't find any trophy. And across the street there's another building, so they go there, but the door is locked. Then they hear sounds of players fighting and see a gang entering the city. There's a group of more stormtroopers running in, so they have to hide. When Jack pushed the stormtrooper in the water, he survived and called in reinforcements. The stormtroopers surround them and suddenly Darth Vader appears. Jack and Bob look for a way out and build their way up to the building. They shoot a few stormtroopers but have no ammo left. Then Bob grabs the rocket launcher and fires it at a group of stormtroopers, taking them out. Jack also remembers he has a shield potion, so he drinks it and jumps off the building to grab a rifle and kills all the stormtroopers. Now all he needs to do is defeat Darth Vader. They have an intense battle, but Jack ultimately wins. Now that the coast is clear, they need to find the final trophy, and then they see a chest and open it. Inside there's the final trophy, and now that they have all 5 the trophies, they can escape the game. Once Jack grabs the trophy, he gets teleported to Frosty Flights. For this, I built a runway with a lot of snow. I also built this plane from Monster Fighters, and now Jack and Bob can escape Fortnite. And immediately after, Jack wakes up in his gaming chair and feels odd. It seems like his computer is still on, but like nothing has happened. Then he receives a message from an unknown number, and it's Bob. He shows Jack that he's won $1.5 million, and Jack sees he's also won this life-changing money. Now that Jack has enough money, he can afford a good gaming setup with 3 screens and a microphone. He also got a better chair and a bigger bookshelf. To top it off, he bought his dream car. After buying all of this cool stuff, Jack takes a walk in the park and receives a message from Fortnite.